inspiration and a brother. And everyone. This is by my man Sean Taylor. He writes, he lectures, and reads copious amounts of cultural history. Copious. His next book, reading Octavia Butler as propaganda, which sounds so damn hot, bro. Yeah, you make yourselves. Reading Octavia Butler as propaganda is what the title of that book will be. And it will be out in winter of 2012. So please, Sean Taylor.
If I didn't use this, would people be bothered?
Not at all.
That's interesting. Like, it freaks me out. So I guess I wanted to start off with, I don't know if anybody's been following the Facebook conversations about Black futurism, Afrofuturism. I actually wanted to read a small piece of theory. It won't be boring, trust me, about what kind of like what the idea of Afrofuturism and Black futurism means to me. The origins of the African diaspora and the first meetings of Western and Black cultures is akin to a science fiction story. A technologically advanced race arrives in a new land, completely disrupting the social fabric of the indigenous people. This advanced race captures the indigenous people, stripping them of their language, food, and cosmologies, and introducing them to an alien set of social and cultural standards. The indigenous are brought on a long journey. Many die along the way and are deposited on a new land, a land that their constitutions are not suited for. Then the indigenous people are forced into serving the advanced race. All resistance is harshly rebuked. And while in this service, the two races interbreed, forming a completely new race of people. This new race is a liminal race, caught between their origins and an oppressive system that cannot be traced to a single entity, but is all pervasive. All of this begs the question, how can this new liminal race connect with their origins yet break free of their oppression? Author and cultural critic Mark Derry in 1995 offered a suggestion by asking the following question: hack this. Why do so few African Americans write science fiction, a genre whose close encounters with the other, the stranger in a strange land, would seem uniquely suited to the concerns of African Americans? Derry posits that by writing in the literary subgenre of science fiction, African Americans and other African diasporic peoples could rewrite history, interrogate social semiotics, and otherwise write themselves into a new world. This was the ignition point of Afrofuturism, but what is the benefit of an Afrofuturist worldview? So this paper analyzes DJ Spooky's Rebirth of a Nation, Kato Oshun's More Brilliant Than the Sun, an 18th century Native Australian Dreamtime painting, and the ideas posited about Afrofuturism from Mark Derry, Alondra Nelson, who started the first Afrofuturist blog, or BBS space, and myself. Let me see, just skip all of the boring stuff, but here's one thing. So I actually posit that Afrofuturism is an open source theory. Right? So Afrofuturism is the first and only open source theory, meaning anyone who wanted or wants to contribute ideas could do so. Ideas can become canonical through adoption. If the greater Afrofuturist community did not adopt it, the idea was discarded to make room for another. If the idea is adopted, then it was the community's responsibility to promulgate and utilize it. While the theory is open source, there are several theoretical constants. One, time is fluid and history is nonlinear as well as three-dimensional. Thus, there is always something to uncover and explore. Science and other speculative fiction are the most effective ways to view and address contemporary and historical blackness, as narratives about possible futures serve better to illuminate the past than narratives rooted in the times as these were written under the heels of oppression or by oppressors. And it is the mission of the Afrofuturist worldview to not give the oppressor any power or acknowledgement. Technology, especially technology associated with the media, allows the Afrofuturists to create new zones of existence, critique and inquiry that can be accessed from anywhere and at any time. By marrying non-Western, African-centric themed forms of spirituality, cosmology,